Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Hello and welcome once again, dear friends, to Let's Play Bomberman Tournament, a series of videos in which I play Bomberman Tournament and you watch for some reason. Let's load our file and head into the Plasma base. The Plasma base, it's where Plasma Bomber lives. Of course Plasma Bomber lives in the ice zone, in his icy towers that cause everything to be cold. Here's a new sort of switch, it's yellow. We must hold it down with bombs. Terrifying spectres haunt this room. The spectres aren't terribly frightening. They behave exactly like the zombies do, except faster. Also, cracked tiles. Move on them once, they become cracked. Move on them again, they become impassable. Money destroyed my chances of killing that thing. Let's try again. Several times. These things take 2 hits, which makes them annoying. They can't travel over boxes or anything, which you would have thought they'd be able to, considering they're evil black spectres, but who am I, a game designer? No, I'm not. I'm just some guy. To the other tower. This is possibly my favourite dungeon in this game, out of all 5 of them. Simply because of the way it's shaped. It really reflects its outside appearance, and also it's fairly straightforward. There's no backtracking to speak of. That was a waste, we had full health, that's disappeared now. This room is dark and impassable, how terrifying. I'm certain we could probably get through there if I knew the layout, but there's no point because we're going to need this thing anyway. Hello Boo, that's right. We've had Bibbidi, we've had Bobbidi, and we've had Boo, forming a trifecta of a reference to a Disney film for some reason. It's like Dragon Ball Z, exactly. I don't know why. I don't know why at all. But anyway, here's a dragon. He gives us the power to light up rooms that are dark. He is the Flash hidden machine. Let's have him on. And continue deeper into the dungeon, or higher into the dungeon, or further into the dungeon. Look at this complicated arrangement of blocks. We would never have got through there. New enemies! The knights with arrows. They require 2 hits. And I've never done this before. Let's see if it works. Yes! This shield can block their arrows. This shield blocks arrows specifically, and only arrows. We haven't seen it since like the first episode. Seed Run, I think, is the name of the Carabone. It's like the second one we got. There's very little point to this. Fairly certain you could beat the game without ever equipping that, but it's nice to see that the game does have some sort of consistency to it. And the logic of the shield that you get from using this Pokemon works on all arrows, not just this one specifically designed for it. Not much to this room, just blow stuff up and continue through. I think the panels are supposed to make it harder, but it doesn't really. It just doesn't really. Cracked wall! Hidden secrets. Actual proper hidden secrets, unlike the outside world, which doesn't have proper hidden secrets, it just has things. Things living in holes for no reason. Let's explode our way through. Throwing bombs really does increase our speed in a good manner. There's the room that reminds us that that Pokemon does that thing. It does that thing. We learnt that it did that thing less than a minute ago, but we still know it. We still know it. Now, the secret to this room is we must push these blocks in the correct manner to open the door. Presumably. Except no, that's nonsense. They don't do anything. We must reveal a switch, which is hidden in this corner, in an annoying fashion. Well, now we must blast our way through. Blow some stuff up for no good reason. Hooray. Hooray. Really like the dungeon music, which is good because there's only one dungeon music. We gotta stand on this. cause that to explode. We've seen all three sorts of Bomberman switch now. The green touch switch, the red explode switch, and the yellow push switch. Here's the map. You can see it's sort of spyglass shaped to show the tower. Sort of a shame it isn't. You don't get to explore all of each floor of the tower. You sort of come up and then go to the next one. Anyway, let's continue into the dungeon. This room looks like it should have something in it, but it doesn't. Let's go. We need to push this block to continue, I believe. Or is there a switch? There might be a switch in the corner. Nope, we have to push that block. We push it wrong though, we will have to go back down the stairs because they cover the only exit. The only other way around. Do 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 do. Sorry. There's not much to this. New enemies, card guys, out of Alice in Wonderland for some reason. They pick up bombs, and unlike the seals, they can be exploded while they are holding bombs, which cause the bombs to explode. I think that's supposed to be the challenging aspect. They take 2 hits, and unfortunately because of their bombs they have a long stun animation, which means that I can blow myself up forever. Which means I can't double tap them as easily, or at all perhaps. See that? That looked like a double tap. It was, yes, I'll eat my words. I said a thing and I immediately contradicted it with my past actions. Terrible. Another cracked wall, another secret to be learnt. Down here. Here's a puzzle. We solved the puzzle! Fire up! Hooray! That's a good thing to have and we like it. There's a switch to be pushed with bombs and shit. Away with us! And here I am trying to remember what I have to do in this room. Once again there is a button in a corner we must reveal. This room's got a bit more of a puzzle to it though. A little bit more of a puzzle. For you see, it is a yellow switch. We put a bomb on it and we walk. And it's not time enough, so we must push a bomb. Amazing! This room, just throw a bomb. There we go, can you do it from there? That's it. My health isn't looking so hot right now. And here's some new enemies I'm going to be staying as far away from as possible. They are some winged bat creatures. The thing with them is they can only be damaged when they do their downward stab, which they do periodically. I think they do it at a set interval, but when you're trying to hit a timed thing with another timed thing, that can get annoying. Thankfully their hitboxes are not very forgiving. For them at least. It is for me! Hooray! Let's go! My explosions are slightly bigger than they were before. Exciting! Well, this room is very, very, very simple. There we go, you don't even have to do anything. There's 2 ways to do this room. The cheesy way, like this. Needs to be slightly faster than I was there, though. It is doable, though, I've done it. Or you can do it the way you're supposed to. That's not what you're supposed to do. Neither is that. Or you can hold a bomb above your head and move with it. That makes it easier for precision throwing. Now here's a case where the cracked floor could cause grief. You wanna... No, that didn't work very well. The idea of throwing these bombs is to try and clear the path up ahead as quickly as possible. The panels are quite annoying at this stage because I don't need any. I don't want any more panels. I've got enough panels. I've got like 5 Pokemon at top level, that's all you need. That is all that you need. Welcome to the second case of Do you remember? Do you remember that Carabon that does that thing? Here's Sharkoon. Sharkoon. He makes things that are invisible appear, and there we go. That room is admittedly a little bit of a stumper if you've forgotten about that. I don't know why you'd ever expect to have to use that again after the initial time, but there we go. That's one invisible secret in the game. A stairway that you need to continue. So Sharkoon is not just a Pokemon that does one thing. It is a Pokemon that does a couple of things. Right, and that's an invisible staircase, an invisible doorway, and a cutscene trigger to make another doorway visible. These Pokemon seriously don't do much. On the third level, we're almost there. There's many ways to go in this room. We can only open one door at a time, or you must push a block. It's fairly straightforward though. Bottom one opens the bottom door, and I don't think we actually want to go through the bottom yet. We want to go to the top. Let's go top. I feel like the top. Once again, do you remember that? Do you remember that one you just got that makes dark rooms light? There we go. That's what that does. It does that. Great. Throw a bomb on a switch. It's the wrong switch. Good to know for later though. Good to know. This is what we like to see. There's the stairs and a cracked wall. Let's open the stairs. Visit Sid. Hello Sid. Let's fuse those two Carabons together to make yet another useless key. It's Pommy Dragon. Great. Thinking about it, Pommy Dragon and Pommy Beast don't really make much sense the way around they are. You would have thought Pommy Dragon would be the one that causes you to fly, as Pommy Dragon has wings. Pommy Beast does not have wings. Hell yeah! Gold shoes! Blingin'. Blingin' right in it. You get me. Bomberman is now the fastest he can possibly be. This pleases me greatly. Except next episode we'll discover something that makes him go even faster. Sorry, spoilers. In the next episode we get, I think, four incredibly useful Carabons. 4 of them in one episode. We can completely skip messing around with these blocks by just doing that. I think the game designers forgot you can bounce bombs off of other bombs. See, we're not throwing the bombs slightly closer. There we go. It only works when he's vulnerable. That's annoying. Destroy all the money. Come on, you horrible, horrible enemy. Get destroyed. Yes, I love it. Not the double tap. Kick a bomb at you. Get killed! Hooray! I love it when things get killed. Welcome to the boss area door place. By the power of lightning and fire combined, we shall unlock the last door in the plasma base and face the plasma bomber. Think again. This is the 3rd time this has happened. Seriously, Bomberman, open the door and leave it outside. Just leave it outside. Jeez. Anyway, Plasma Bomber has turned into this big giant bat thing from the intro movie. He is problematic. He can only be damaged when he lands, and he lands for a very short time. The trick to this is to either breadcrumb bombs from the moment he stops, or even before, so that they will chain reaction and explode before the timer would, or just drive bombs at him. The timer starts as soon as you place it, so there you go. He drops explosive eggs as well, because he is some sort of bird, I guess. Anyway, this interesting thing about this is that he required the Pokemon that we made to become this form, yet he was this form in the intro, suggesting that this has happened before somehow. Maybe we'll actually get a bit of explanation. What I was trying to do there was do the breadcrumb method, the chain reaction. It didn't work out, I got hit, and now I'm gonna die. And I died. Anyway, let's try again. This is actually a really fun boss fight, I like it a lot. Certainly worlds more interesting than Pretty Bomber was. Dodging the feather attack especially is a lot of fun. It's something that actually keeps you on your toes. See, it's easy to do the further away you are, but you can do it fairly close as well. These eggs are a bit bullshitty, but whatever. They're not that hard. Your movement is hindered by his flapping wings. Once again, I'm not sure what this has to do with plasma. Missed him. At least Pretty Bomber had like a whole water theme going on, being some sort of octopus thing. Ah, I bet you thought that missed. It did not. And we're getting close again. It's important to remember I've got a large medicine and a small medicine in my inventory. I just don't like using them because then I'll need another one to fill the slot. Boom. Nearly there. Ooh, one more hit. Well, that was a bit close. Come on, get killed. Not yet. Almost. That's right, land you bugger. And get destroyed. Boom. Pokemon returned. Hooray! Hooray! Right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, that was a bit... So Max is where Queen Esmeralda used to be before she moved to the Fairy Palace. And she moved to the Fairy Palace, oh, for God's sake, you actually caught that? That's annoying. Die. She moved to the Fairy Palace. Fuck's sake. Seals! She moved to the Fairy Palace because of the dastardly bombers. Oh, for the love of Jesus. I do love him. Let's try again. Better timing this time. That is no good. We can't walk past that tower even though it's not actually in our way. Perspective. Third time's the charm. To the fairy castle. So you may go to those 3 rooms and talk with the queen or whatever the shit. Onwards! Here's Queen Esmeralda. Hello, you. You're welcome. I gladly accept this unicorn. Caravan Uno is amazing. Is yet another single-use caravan. Effectively a key, but a key you have to acquire to continue the game anyway, so completely useless and pointless. Now, Queen Esmeralda here mentions fantasy, which is of course a flying castle in the sky where she used to rule the planet from. That's right. This game actually borrows fairly heavily from another of Hudson's properties, a long forgotten one, that of Newtopia, which was pretty much the first ever Zelda clone for the NES. It's pretty interesting actually. The setup of Newtopia is that the world is separated into 4 separate zones, and you must go into crypts to recover medallions, and eventually go to a flying castle and save the princess. You see, they pretty much use the exact same template, except they got rid of half the dungeons and made it a Bomberman game. Do wonder this actually started as like a sequel to Newtopia, but who knows? Anyway, we need all the medals to go to Fantasy, which is the final dungeon, effectively, where the evil bombers are based. Right, they came to the flying castle despite needing the medallions to get there. The medallions they took out of the castle to stop them from getting to the castle. Who knows? Anyway, now we've got the amazing power of Flash, we may go into this cave again. In Delta. Well, north of Delta. This is an important location, indeed, where it hides many secrets. Well, 2 secrets, and one of them's useful, the other one is simply a thing telling you about the other secrets. The useful secret is a Carabon. A Carabon with an actual useful ability, which I won't be showing off this time. Also, at some point we got a balloon, which is a bomb item. We won't be using it because it's awful. Okay, we will be using it, but next time I'll show it off. But it's awful, there's no use for it. It's Flyger! Hello, Flyger! Thunder Liger has a mane of flames, because he is Thunder Element, of course. He has the ability to slow enemies, make them move slower. That's actually pretty useful. He's got a lightning bolt on his head for some reason. That's the only indication that he is thunderous. Anyway, we can teleport right out of the cave. Why not? That's great. While we're here, we're going to actually visit a couple of people. This lady talks about Max. Max used to live in the fairy castle. I think she's talking about Samurai Max, not Cyborg Max. Important distinction, they're not the same person, of course. That man says the same thing, but here's the this is the man who lives in go back to Epsilon, except he's not going to, for no reason at all. Whatever. Who cares? Who actually cares? You don't even live there. You live underground, to the left of Epsilon. Anyway, to Upsilon, for it is the quickest way to the Volcano Zone. The Volcano Zone is beyond the magic regenerating snowmen. Nice and simple. And I'll see you there in the next exciting episode. Goodbye, and good luck, and good health.